What's up, Docs and Docettes? Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic here. What a day it has been. Me and my job, you and yours. We're here at the bar discussing our favorite things about Looney Tunes. It's time for your daily dose of What's Up, Dockery, riding the shield. Yeah, I was coming into my own as a man, so to speak, and 14 during the 90s, from like the ages of, who cares? You can do the math, but I do remember back then wondering a lot about how people who were not Looney Tunes fans, like, what it was like for them, all of this resurgence, because... And to say not Looney Tunes fans, what I mean is not diehards like all of us. Because what did it look like? I remember Pez and I were talking on the phone the other day. We said, one of the things we both, we're a similar age, and one of the things we both remembered was those Looney Tunes shirts that had, the hip hop poses and gear and stuff like that. And it was just like, oh, is it cool all of a sudden to be a Looney Tunes fan or a classic animation fan all of a sudden? All right.
You're despicable. Looney Tunes on Nick.
That may have had something to do with the marketing of things, because Taz probably is the coolest of all the characters, at least in the 90s. At that point, Marvin being kind of, ominous. This is the definitely the Marvin 90s look. It's the thing that I wondered about even back then, and Sean will back this up too, because I was friends with him even back then. We would say, it's like, for people that don't know, it's like, it's weird for us, because it's like, wait, Bugs is the star, like Daffy's the star, or Porky's the star, but it's like, really? Taz and Marvin Martian? I mean, it's like, it's a weird choice, isn't it?
There will be no stopping this explosion once I arm it.
Marketing has a weird way of deciding the fates of things too, because marketing is actually most concerned, more than anyone else, at the studio at any given time, about the popularity of these characters. So much so that we've said this before. The scene in Roger Rabbit with Tweety that was animated by Mark Kausler, the studio originally, and when I say the studio, I don't mean the studio that made Roger Rabbit, I mean Warner Brothers, wanted the animators, in this case Mark Kausler, to animate Tweety with a headband, with a sweatband around his head. And that's because their best-selling merchandise was tennis gear, and in all that stuff, including headbands and sweatbands, Tweety was depicted wearing a sweatband in that stuff. So because it was on all of this 80s athletic gear, workout gear, Tweety almost had a sweatband because of that. And thank God sterner measures prevailed. That's all I'm saying. But it was always weird for all of us, thinking like, why Taz? Like, and then, because the thing is, the Taz cartoon, people might think, the merchandise came as a result or even at the same time, but I have it on pretty good authority, not great authority, calm down, but I have it on a good authority. I would say that that the Taz show was, well, first of all, they were trying to do something with Taz for a while, but it was as a result of the marketing. Him appearing on cups and T-shirts and mud flaps. Even though before that Yosemite Sam had a pretty good stint on the mud flaps. That sounds really dirty. I had a good stint on those mud flaps. I feel icky after I said that. But I guarantee that I can tell you that the Taz doing well in the marketing was what led to the Tasmania show.
Welcome to Atlantic's Way, under, down, under. The sky's always yellow in rain or shine.
Down to Tasmania, come to Tasmania. We mean you!
It being an actual sitcom was not, where they started at all. They had many different iterations, but it was actually Friz Freeling who, when he heard about it, he just said, "Oh, why don't you make it a sitcom?" Just like that. And because the idea came from Friz Freeling, the studio executives greenlit, and they're like, "All right, fine." All those Taz products are what led to Tasmania, not the other way around. So, why don't you guys talk about that in the comments today, and also give a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications when new stuff comes out. We don't just do this stuff here, all true to channel. We do everything, baby. Reviews, commentaries, remixes, in-depth stuff about animators, stuff. It's all. If all you ever wanted to know was Looney Tunes, then this channel is all you need. And if you're still not sure, I'll be back tomorrow the same time to convince you with your next daily dose of What's Up, Dockery and Riding the Shield. I'm Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic, and until next time, that's all, folks.